Hello, my name is Chris Posey of CJP Appraisal Services, LLC. I am a certified residential real estate appraiser in the state of Illinois since 2005. I hold the SRA designation with the Appraisal Institute. I cover all of the Chicagoland area and surrounding suburbs, 9 counties in total. I perform valuation services for residential properties as well as commercial properties in conjunction with a certified general real estate appraiser. In the neighborhood section, review the one-unit housing trends. Did the appraiser indicate the subject's market increasing, stable, or declining? This will come into play in the sales comparison approach grid I'll discuss shortly. In the improvement section, did the appraiser correctly describe the improvements and features of the subject? Typically, more details are provided in the addendum portion of the appraisal report. The sales comparison approach. This is where the appraiser will input their comparable sales they selected, as well as make any adjustments for any differences in comparison to the subject. In addition, an appraiser should address their search criteria and parameters, as well as provide support for their adjustments. The appraiser may provide support for their adjustments in the following section. Because an appraiser may go into great details explaining their search criteria and adjustments, typically an appraiser may utilize the addendum section of the report, which we'll see later. In addition to providing at least 3 closed sales for the sales comparison approach, an appraiser may include an active listing or 2 to support their final opinion of value. Next, we have the addendum. Typically, an appraiser will describe the subject's neighborhood. The rationale behind that is the reviewer of the appraisal report may not be familiar with the subject's neighborhood, so we need to describe it to that reader. Canned commentary does not really help the reader. This portion should not be a novel, but should provide a general understanding and information about the subject's neighborhood. Next, we have market conditions. Here, an appraiser will provide support to show that the market is stable or increasing or declining. In this example, a 3-year analysis of the median sale price for each year. Next, we have additional features. Here, an appraiser will go more into depth describing the subject property, the exterior, the interior, the makeup, the finishes, everything regarding the overall makeup of the subject property. Next, we have condition of the property. Did the appraiser correctly explain to the reader the condition of the subject, which should be supported by the exterior and interior photos included in the report? Next, an appraiser will discuss any physical deficiencies or adverse conditions to the subject property. Next, we have the summary of the sales comparison approach summary. Here, an appraiser will provide their search criteria, their analysis, support for their adjustments, reconciliation, and conclusion. It is not uncommon for an agent to provide an appraiser with a package of sales for them to consider. If those sales provided by the agent were not utilized in the appraisal report, it is a good idea for the appraiser to address in the addendum why those sales provided were not utilized, explaining whether they were inferior or superior in regards to a number of items in the sales comparison approach grid.